here to talk about just something real quick. Alright, so about 6 months ago, I sort of experienced these weird symptoms I've never had before. Things like weird popping sensation in my head, followed with dizziness and panic attacks, anxiety sort of attacks, and vertigo type symptoms, and just really weird things that I can't explain. And yeah, I just want to talk about how I've got through them and how God has helped me get through this particular time. And this is my story. The first thing that happened, I was at work and I was just having a drink of water and got some weird popping sensation in my head, and then felt like all my nerves in my brain just fired at once, and I just went real dizzy and I thought I was dying. So it's pretty gnarly. The rest of the weekend was pretty good, besides having just a really bad head pressure and just real bad headache sort of thing, and feeling really off, like just sort of thinking, what the hell just happened to me the other day? And about 2 days later, I was at church and I'm just talking to some mates, and then next thing you know, bang, big vertigo attack type thing, and followed by a really bad panic attack, and I've never had that before in my life. And so I'm legit there thinking I'm dying, so ended up going to the hospital, and they were just like, you know, it sounds like you're having a panic attack. They did all the tests and everything, but pretty much that was it, a panic attack. So yeah, about 2 weeks I had solid just head pressure, panic attacks, like every now and then I have like an anxiety attack at night sort of thing, like sleeping in bed, and then just suddenly have like as I'm drifting off to sleep, it's like a adrenaline surge, I guess you could say, for about 2 weeks, and then sort of went away a little bit, but then 6 weeks later I'm just still having this head pressure, and then having heart palpitations, and they suck, flipping heck. Oh, like having heart palpitations, like, oh, it was rank feeling. I felt like my heart was gonna stop, and I'm like getting dizzy every time I had a heart palp, and oh, it was horrible. And every now and then I still get one. So having all this random stuff happening to me, it is freaking me out. Like, you know, like having the, you know, towards the end of the year last year, I'm having the best year of my life, and then sort of bang, just suddenly having this weird stuff happen to me, and I have no idea what it is. And countless of doctor trips, and the doctors aren't really giving me any answers, even though it's a lot of, it could be this, it could be that. After seeing all these doctors, and I had brain scans, and I had 3 blood tests, and to test for all sorts of stuff, toxic tests, and all sorts of things to try to figure out what it is. And to be honest, at the end of the day, you know, like, doctors know a lot of stuff, but they don't know everything, I guess. But what a possible thing that I found out on my own, and doctors are sort of, I guess, it's saying that it could be that, is just straight up anxiety. Like, it could just be some sort of anxiety thing going on with me. I'm not really too sure, to be honest, but yeah. What this thing has done to me and challenged me is that that flip, like, life is pretty short, and like, I don't know how to say that.
That's like
Having all this stuff sort of happening to me and not really getting any real answers and stuff, you know, like, there's been massive challenges that I've been sort of facing, like it could be this anxiety thing, which has sort of turned my life around, because it's like, flip, you know, like I could be having some sort of mental breakdown or something. I've never experienced anything like that before, and so the one thing that I think has really like made me think prospectively about life in general. It's about God in my life, what Jesus has done and doing in my life, and how good my life has been. There's probably a lot of people out there that don't really know that I'm a Christian, you know, definitely ain't a saint, but through this whole period of time, I've learned things about myself that I've never ever known before, and I definitely, without a doubt, know that Jesus is doing something incredible in my life through this period of time. Like, it's not really a testimony of saying what Jesus has done and got me through. It's happening right now in my heart, which I don't know is there. Like fear for my life, fear for losing, you know, the people I love the most, losing my wife the most, and just fear of failing things, and fear in general of things that are completely out of my control, and things that have always been out of my control, and my filtration system, that, you know, things that people have said to me that don't really mean anything, and to me, I believe that they don't mean anything, but for some reason they must be filtering into my mind really wrong, and it's causing me to have these weird, like, anxiety things, and it's pretty flipping crazy. Having all these things, you know, it makes me think about where I've come from. It makes me think about how my life has come around to be to this point, and all the experiences that I've had in life, all the good, the bad, and the flipping sick times I have with my boys and my friends, but also the gnarly times I've had with my friends, you know, the times that haven't been so good. It makes me think a lot about where my life is actually going, and to be honest, look where I am right now. I'm in my hometown, and you know, this is beautiful right here, and you know, I'm married to the most beautiful girl in the world, and like, I'm just, you know, life is good, like, on the outside. So, but then why the heck is all this crazy crap happening to me? Like, what the heck? And yeah, I think God's sort of showing me that life is real. Like, I mean, like, no matter how good life gets, you can get hit by stuff that will bring you down, and the way that you get through those times, that particular thing that brings you down, like, could, you know, anxiety, depression, whatever the heck it is, or just general things like people dying in your life, or people just, you know, whatever. I'm going with this when it comes to your natural things, you know, like things that you can't help but happen to you. But forgot what I was gonna say. I pray every day, and I pray for, you know, like, God, just take this thing away from me, and you know, like, I just want to be how I was. But then I think, you know what? If this is happening in my life, the God that I know will bring me through this situation, but I will actually, like, embrace it, use it to my advantage, and just be like, flip, look at the story I'll have, like, after all this, you know, like, I can relate to people who've got these sorts of problems and stuff, you know, and it's because God's walking me through that, you know. And so I think, you know, I've got to let go of the past, and like this, whatever issues that have happened to bring me to this point of time, you know, I know I've got to let go of that, and I've got to let go of it every day, and not let anxiety or physical random symptoms control my life, because I control my life, and the Lord determines my steps. And you know, I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future, but that's okay, because, you know, stuff it, future's going to be sick. I just got to believe it. And Jesus, I know, is bigger than problems in my life, and also, you know, problems of the world that can bring you down, everything that's happening in the world right now. And yeah, I have no idea if this is going to help anyone. I mean, half of this I've just been, like sick. We'll just give it a go, right? But I hope, I don't know if other people other people that I know are experiencing similar things or whatever, but I just want you to know that, like, my hope that's come from God, that I hope that one day you'll be able to feel that too, and how real it is, especially in the times that suck the most. That's usually one of the times when God reveals himself into your life. And yeah, see you later.
Sick.
Sick.